Hi, welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio. In this video, I'm going to go over a Kickstarter. I've had it for a little while, just didn't get around to making a video on it until now. It is the Ascension Tactics Kickstarter that was like a while ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go over it as fast as I can, show you some of the things about, like some of the figures and stuff like that. And haven't played it yet, but it looks interesting because it combines Ascension deck building with miniatures. So it's going to be an interesting mix of how it works. I'm sure by now the game's probably in stores because I know they said that they were going to ship it to stores first to get it out first before backers. And then, like I said, I got it. Can't remember when, but so, but before we get started with that, I do want to say I do have a subscribe star. The link will be in the description below. If you would like to, help out the channel for, getting equipment to hopefully better help the audio, visual, anything, to purchase to demo, whether it's computers, games, paint, whatever, I would greatly appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. And sorry if the audio was bad at first. I think the cam link was picking up the audio from the above video recorder. So if that was the case, sorry, my fault on that. And I want to try to get this to fit. All right, hopefully that'll work. All right, so anyway, so here's the book. Just zoom out a bit now. So it covers an introduction. It tells you how to set up the scenarios. It goes over Battle of the Three Shrines. This is one of the scenarios. It says control the shrines. I know there's some text up here, but I'm going to go over just the meat of it here real quick. Honor shrines are controlled by the player with the most champions on and adjacent to its hex. At the end of your turn, you gain 2 honor, which is the star symbol, for each honor shrine you control. If multiple players have an equal number of champions in the shrine area, it's contested and no player controls it. Each honor shrine is scored individually, so it's possible to gain honor from multiple shrines at the end of your turn. Unless otherwise stated, the honor shrines in all scenarios are worth 2 at the end of your turn, and it tells you how to do it in solo, co-op mode, 2 versus 2 teams setup. So this can actually play about four people. And then there's the Warlocks, Into the Void, and a bunch of other scenarios, and I'm sure they'll probably come up with more. Plus, I'm sure the community on Board Game Geek will be more than happy to create even more scenarios for this. And you can download the PDFs, which I should check that at some point just to see if anybody's done that. But that's the scenario book. And then this here is the actual rule book that goes over some of the information about it, about the game board, the gateways and team colors, tells you all the components, player setup diagram, champions, gives an example. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name because I suck at that. It's a Templar, I can tell you that right now. And it tells you, points out like the name, the faction, abilities, strength, card type. Then it goes with heroes, constructs, monsters, covers the gameplay. Really nice laid out book. The nice thing is they copied Simon and they give you colored tokens so that you can do that. Now, I'm planning on painting these at, God only knows, some point. I'll probably be old and senile and going whenever I ever get around to it. But, I'm going to assume that this is the cultist figure, which is cool looking. Let's see if I can zoom in. zoom out just a smidge. There we go. So I'm going to assume that this is the cultist figure, but I mean, I could be wrong. Attaching cultist rings. Yeah, Kickstarter edition only. So these rings will only be if you get the Kickstarter edition, which I have. Now, I'm sure if you look at eBay, maybe somebody might be selling one. They might have bought more than one copy. You're going to pay more. So, you know, it really sucks. And it covers like the terrain tiles, the forest, movement, or line of sight. Oops. Sorry about that. I forgot to zoom out. My fault on that. But yeah, you know, it tells you about banishing cards, ability keywords, terrain tiles, token types, ranged attacks, covers, you know, the line of sight, additional ways to play, champion drafting, 2 versus 2 teams, 3 or 4 player brawl, solo play, co-op play, become the boss, take control of the villains, use the scheme deck to brawl against up to 2 other players. That's interesting. It's kind of like Imperial Assault. Champion, you know, and then it talks about the different modes of play and stuff like that. The artwork's nice on the rule book. And then we have token sheets that I have not popped out in any way, shape, or form. I need to do that. There's some more. And some more. And then I'm not sure what these do. Like I said, I'll have to definitely read the book to figure out why is it. Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, for some dumb reason, my camera above decided to freeze up and lock up. But the weird thing is my webcam image was still working. Go figure that. So anyways, like these are different like player, like different card faces. Like this is the Fly Trap Witch, if I remember correctly, from the original game. And then there's like cultist tokens here, it looks like. You know, there's the Spike Vexen. So not sure what these do. Again, I'll definitely have to read the manual. If you want me to like cover like gameplay or something like that, leave a comment leave a comment below, and I and my wife will actually go through and figure this out and video it for you guys if you guys want to see it. This is the original game board that came with it. Zoom as far out as I can go. And this is what you'll get if you buy, and this board is like superly huge. This is the board that you're going to get. This is where like all your cards will be placed right here. These are the hex squares that it talked about for playing, you know, when you're playing and putting the figures and tokens and stuff like that. The only thing about it is this thing is huge, and it's double-sided because I guarantee that you have to, there's probably a scenario that you have to use this side. Yeah, like I said, this thing's huge and it's cardboard. Now, the one thing I did when they offered it during the Kickstarter was that I went for the playmat. And this is the first time I'm opening this. So let's open this up. And I got a feeling it's probably going to be single-sided. But which side, I have no idea. And it's probably the first side, or it might even be a little bit different. Which is this resembling? Yeah, this player mat represents this side of the board here, not the other side that had these. So it kind of sucks that they didn't make a player mat for both sides. But the nice thing is I could probably take this and set it on top of the cardboard here so that this is on top of this. And hopefully it'll spare this some wear and tear. Hopefully. Not sure. Don't know. But it's very thin. It's one of the thinnest rubberized play mats I've ever seen. So hopefully that they might make one for the other side. We'll see. I don't know. I'm pretty sure maybe somebody might have made one and posted on Board Game Geek. That's how I made an Ascension and one for Splendor, because I downloaded the images and I sent them out to printerstudio.com, I want to say, if my memory serves me correctly. Put that back in its box. Okay, so now here's the fun part, the miniatures. I will zoom in as I figure out how to work my shit. Here is, I don't know the names of them, so I'm not even going to try to tell you this one's this one's that, stuff like that. It's a dragon. I mean, you can see, let me see if I can zoom in a little more. But I mean, you can definitely see the scales on this. I mean, the quality of these miniatures are phenomenal. I mean, I would rank this right up there with Simon's. I don't want to say it's exactly there. I want to say it's more along the lines of, I want to say it's second. Now I don't know if they meant to have like this little smooth gap there. It could have been in the molding process, could have even been in the design process too, the way that is. But let's set him out of the way. And then here's this guy. And like I said, I don't know the names of them. I'm sure if you look them up, you could probably, you know, figure it out. But I mean, a little bit of flash edging that I got to remove on the arm there. But not that bad. I mean, I've actually seen ones that were way worse than this. This one out. This one. Now, I know when I paint them, I'll have to hide these lines with putty. I'll have to jam some putty down in there. Just so that way, you know, I mean, it looks, I try to make them look as professional as possible. I mean, I'm not that great of a painter. I could do maybe a live stream of me working on it. It's totally up to you guys. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Say he was there. And then now the thing with this dragon is its jaw got messed up, and I never really messaged Stoneblade about it. But I figure, I mean, it gives it a little character, in my opinion. Or maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. I mean, if anybody's got this game, you know, let me know in the comments if this dragon's jaw, because it looks like it's not sitting right. Let's see if I can try to see, like right there. It just doesn't seem like it's right, because it seems to be more over there and over here. As you can see, it's kind of, you know, like separated away from the neck, maybe. But I mean, again, the quality of the miniatures is actually really good, which I'm surprised. I mean, a little bit of flashing that I have to get rid of, but, you know, still not too bad. Now, this to me reminds me of like Godzilla. Not exactly, but similar. This one looks like Mechagodzilla, as it has mechanical wings. But again, the quality is like really good. And it is. I mean, I can't complain. I mean, it's nicely detailed. A little bit of flashing on the arm right there. The takeoff. All right. So now here's the smaller miniatures. You just zoom. Oh, wrong way. Okay. Now, as you can see, here's the colored discs right there. I'll go ahead and pop this open. Hopefully it won't dump everything. All right. And zoom in. Oop. Always hit everything the wrong way. I don't even know if I can zoom that in enough. The autofocus on my camera sucks. So yeah, I mean, this looks like the cultist, just because of the way the hair and everything looks, and the knife. So it looks like you got multiple. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these guys. I'm not exactly sure who she is. Interesting hair, interesting weapons too. This guy looks like a dwarf. Maybe a thief. Looks like a ninja. I'll have to fix that tip. He's got a blob of plastic on it. Not exactly sure if that's supposed to be like that or if I need to straighten it out. Hopefully there'll be some artwork for these. And this is definitely one of the cards characters. We've got a flash right there. Not sure exactly what this character is. I've never. See if I can zoom in since it's smaller. Probably going to do the same thing. We'll probably start. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Nope. All right. Yay. All right. So yeah, not exactly sure who this is. I'm not sure who any of them are. I mean, I might recognize them, but I can't really definitively say, yes, this is so-and-so. But these, I was surprised because when I heard that they were doing miniatures, I was like, I hope they get a good sculptor and a company that can, like, really make the detail. At least there's enough detail. We bought this one Ghostbusters game from Cryptozoic, and yeah, the miniature quality just sucks. I mean, I hope you guys can see this. I really do. I'll see if there's any way when I edit this to make it like zoom in and maybe show it up better on the screen. We'll see. So that's that tray. Yeah. I mean, not bad. I'm going to say, since I don't recognize most of these, I'm going to say some of these are probably the bad guys. Like I said, it'll be interesting to find artwork on these to be able to paint them. And looks like there's two of these ones, because we already saw this one earlier. And I want to say this one's the Flytrap Witch, because there's fly traps at her hands. Okay. Takes care of that tray. Yeah, I've seen this guy before. He's been on a couple of on a card or two from the Ascension game. Nice detail on him or on it because it's a mechanical person. All right. And then here are your honor gems. 1 point, 5 points. Not sure if these are for the card. Because I want to say the actual game, I want to say that the characters are probably stand-up token or stand-up pieces of cardboard. Oh, that's what. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Plus, comes with a nice Ascension Tactics bag for the stones. This right here, and I'll just leave it zoomed in. See, like Reactor Monk. You know, these here go in those for whoever you select. Like, yeah, Mechanic Initiate is what that one is. So the retail game, you're going to get this kind of stuff. You're not going to get the miniatures. I don't know if they'll make those as add-ons that you can buy later down the road. That's totally up to them. And I don't remember hearing anything about it, but I could be wrong. You would have to check your local game store to see if they carry the game and what they're going to do with it, or, you know, like if they're going to like carry the game, and it might tell you then like what options that you can get with it. But that is pretty much X. I don't think there was anything else. Oh yeah, there is. I'm gonna pause this a second. Okay, so now that I got everything back in the box, there was one other thing, and for $10, you got a cultist plushie. Plus, you could get like a sword, and I can't remember if it was foam or real, but it was like $200. I would have loved to have got it. I just couldn't have. I couldn't justify $200 for it. Now, maybe if they decide to sell it, maybe down the road on its own, I might. Maybe. Not sure. To be perfectly honest, because it's hard to say what they're gonna do. But that is Ascension Tactics. I know I didn't cover any of the cards because I don't want to take them out. I know I got like a bunch of sleeves. I got the latest generation of the original game that has like probably like updated artwork on the cards and everything. I also got the year 6 edition with it. So, but here's the back of the box. Has all the names of the people on it that kickstarted it. It's really nice. I like it, and you know, I'll have to see because I know me and my wife, we run a game night where we live, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna buy like the retail version and take it with us down to game night. But I also have a couple of other games that I'm still waiting on. Just got Wolfenstein, the board game, today, as of the shooting of this film or this video. I also have Masters of the Universe from Simon that I'm waiting on. I don't think I'm going to get it until, I want to say, early next year. And I just finished the Kickstarter for Dune War for Arrakis from Simon. So I got those games coming in. I'm also waiting on some other stuff too. I'm waiting on some paint from Scale 75. I'm waiting on some brushes. Anyway, I don't even want to get started on that. But just remember, if you like what I do, please like, subscribe, share this out with anybody that you think it would help or would benefit or would want to watch or anything. And as I always like to say at the end, guys, have a good day and take care.